morning allies. Leia let me sleep until 10 o'clock today. I feel great. Edison, not so much. You alright? You, what's up, buddy? You my number one. Sunday tradition. Delicious bacon. We're trying out a new bacon here. Trying out new bacon today. New bacon day. Alright, enough being lazy. It's noon. I gotta get out and do some yard work in the backyard. My dad likes to, there's a little morning ritual he likes to do on the weekends. He likes to go outside. He has a patio and Big Bear, and we don't really have anything like that for him, so hopefully we're gonna clear up some space in the backyard, and he'll be able to do that in the mornings when he comes over next week.
And me.
Oh, and by the way, how's it going? Morning, afternoon, allies. Yep. Let's go get some work done. Here's kind of an interesting thing that I just observed happening. I went to go pull the old battery for that Canon that I was pulling videos off the charger, and look, it burst open. The cells have swollen and they popped open. So I'm putting the other battery on there, and let's see if that one does a little bit better. This one. Okay. So I've done a pretty decent job of cleaning up the backyard some. I still have a long way to go, but I think I'm gonna do the salty shellback recommendation of burning down that bush with a bunch of charcoal. Let me show you my problem though. Can you see this? Okay, so this is where the tree used to be, right in here. So I'm gonna put charcoal blam, but I've got my nice little shed right here with all this green stuff. So I've got the hose lined up right here. I'm gonna wet this down really good, and I'm gonna let it go. Let's see if we can do it. I'll actually put some tile up too. I've got some old tile. Put that up to kind of do a little heat barrier. Whatever. Let's just do it. If I got to hose the whole thing down because it's getting too hot, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Since Leia's doing her little meeting thing with her family, their weekly meeting, I'm gonna go ahead and have a little man evening by myself. I'm gonna set that fire going. I'm just gonna hang out in a little side area here, have a couple of beers, smoke a cigar that I've been dying to smoke. Actually, I've got 2 cigars I've been dying to smoke. Salties, your Cuban's on the list, but I'm about to smoke this other one that I got from a tasting at Stone, the Stone Beer Company. So I've got to take care of that one because I haven't had a humidor going for a while. So, my bad. Very non-manly of me to not have a humidor going, but anyway. This is something I was gonna show in another video, but I might as well show you guys now. Leia's dad, out of the blue one day said, hey, do you need a grill? And I said, well, not really. He's like, well, I've got this thing and I need to find a home for it. It's pretty awesome, I have to admit. And so it's not exactly a grill, it's more of a 2-burner system. And the burners are a right and left burner, and then like a griddle, a soft grill. So this is perfect for doing beer. I'm gonna be doing my beer burns on here. It's also got a sink attachment, which I'm not sure how I'm gonna use that yet. And it's got this marble backsplash thing, which I assume goes right here. Alright, so something like that. Multi-pound bag here. Let's get this job going. Before it gets too busy, let me show you. Inverted V dipole, not very tall. It needs to be improved. It needs to go up on the roof. That's where it's going to go eventually. But anyway, we're going to listen to some CW because I'm still trying to learn, still trying to get better. I got my little MFJ here. All right. That is on 14.02. We'll just listen for a little while. Got a little dry. Should have gotten to this earlier. Stone logo right there, see that? Baby! Oh, I got everybody riled up. Oh! Charlotte, be nice, be nice. Calm down. You're going crazy, calm down. I think we're killing the mantis. The mantis is losing his mind right now. Lots to unpack today. So first, before I get any more heady with anything, Salty Shellback, thank you so much for recommending to just build a fire and just burn that whole thing down. And hopefully that'll do it, but it worked out really well. It was a whole bag of charcoal, big old bag, and just burnt that sucker right to the ground. And it seems to work just fine. With that said, I watched the debates while I was hanging out there smoking my cigar, enjoying myself on the little side patio that we had built in. And our whole debate and political cycle that has kind of been frothing since Bush Jr. is a tire fire. It is a landfill that has caught fire and is just burning garbage and raining down hot ash on all of us. And we've brought this on ourselves. We brought this on ourselves with the 24-hour news cycle and the Twitters and the Instagrams of quick, and I'm not saying anything against those mediums. I love those mediums. But we seek these fast and quick and dirty answers so that we can feel justified in the positions we hold. We don't actually want to change our mind. We just want to seek out and find the quickest little snippet of fact that best backs up our beliefs. And that is why Trump is succeeding. And I'm not even going to go down the Hillary road right now. And listen, I don't like either one. You know that I want Gary Johnson to win. But if I had to support one of them, although I won't do this, I'm voting for Johnson, I would support Trump. Okay, so let me just say that, so you understand where I'm coming from. Trump is the epitome, when he speaks, of a Twitter comment. There isn't a whole lot of structure, there isn't a whole lot of fact, citation is required, but you never get that point because it's only 140 characters. It's only this big. So there's lots of claims, there's lots of hyperbole, there's lots of conjecture, but it ultimately ends up with this feeling a snippet of whether you believe you're right or wrong, or you're on the right side or the wrong side. And he's very good at it. He's really good at retelling the narrative. Hillary's a liar. Hillary's a liar. Hillary's a liar. Who was it? The author of Dilbert. The author of Dilbert was saying that, you know, Trump behaves as though he is a hypnotherapist. And the author of Dilbert was a trained hypnotherapist before he became the author of Dilbert. And he was saying that everything Trump does is the epitome of what a hypnotherapist does. And whether or not that's something that is special to their whatever nature, or that's the path of business, successful business people learn these tricks and trades, or even politicians learn these tricks and trades. So it's not like a universally secret thing that ventriloquists have. It's something that people probably learn over time to be successful in what they do. And I bet you a lot of it, if you pulled up Carnegie's book on how to win friends and influence people, you'd see a lot of the same things. You repeat the same story over and over, and then you complement. You repeat the same stories over and over, and you complement. And all of a sudden, people start believing the way you believe. But to get back to what I was talking about, where I was started with this whole thing, is that we are in a situation where we have got this media and this structure and this debate system where there is no decorum. It's just yelling. Very little is learned on what people want to do. And largely that in itself is to do with our government as we have it. And we would have a lot of the same things if we had a more complex government with third parties involved and whatnot. So to say that we can't have third parties involved because it would look more like the parliamentary system, well, I understand, we have that now. They just do it through guise and beguiling and lying and not doing any fact-finding. And so to wrap this all up, my biggest thing that I would never want to be is a fact finder for either Trump or Hillary. My God, the work that you people have to put in to fact find all these individuals is crazy. And then lastly, the thing that was the best for that debate was the very end when they asked to say to each candidate what it was about the other candidate that they admired. And Hillary admired Trump's kids. That was the best answer. That was the best thing that I heard. That was very, very telling of both of them. Hillary, for one, being a parent and a grandmother. It's great. Oh, that's great. That's really good. Well then, okay, so with that said, Leia's topless and in the shot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video. Guys, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. No, I had my hand over it. I'm gonna cut it out. And if you enjoyed this, share. I would love the shares. That would be very great. So thank you very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. So tomorrow we've got Monday full of me working, but I'll also come home and I've got to do more in the backyard because my dad's coming and he really likes to have coffee on a nice little patio outside, and we would like to give that to him. So we're gonna try and do that. Okay guys, take it easy. See ya.